that we get a chance to talk today.
Hi, I'm glad to be here.
Great. Okay. So I just need to inform you of some information regarding confidentiality and HIPAA. Um, Everything that you say here today will be kept confidential, but there are some exceptions. If you are at harm to yourself or anyone else in the community, I'm a mandated reporter, so I have to let the appropriate agencies know about what could be happening. Do you have any questions about this? Do you understand?
No, I understand.
Okay, great. So, is there anything on your mind that's been bothering you that you need to talk about?
Yeah, my dad's been making me really mad.
Why?
Well, I go to college. It's a long story. I go to college in Iowa, so it's about 5 hours from our town. I don't have a car there. My boyfriend has a car, so there's that. But I'm an elementary ed major, so I have to do these like practicums and field experiences. So like this past 8 weeks, I had to do 20 hours in the school, and every time I had to drive there, I had to use my boyfriend's car. And now this next coming 8 weeks, I have to do 40 hours in the school, so that's going to be even more driving back and forth. And I don't have my own car to do that, and I don't want to keep using my boyfriend's. And my dad, he's fine with me taking a car there, but he won't pay for the insurance, and I can't afford to pay for the insurance. So it's making things really hard and even more stressful that I have to stress about that. I'm not stressing about school and making sure that I get these hours done. And another thing that's really annoying is the whole time my brother was in school, he was paying for my brother's car insurance. So I don't know what to do because he'll pay for my brother's, but he won't pay for mine.
Okay. So you're saying that you feel really stressed out because you have all of these hours to do for your program, and your father will not let you have your car there. So you're always having to use your boyfriend's, and it might get in the way of when he needs to use it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's really stressing you out because you know you need to get these hours done, but you're mad that your father won't pay for it.
Yes. And the car I have now isn't a very good car. My dad even agreed that I should look into getting a different car. So that means I'd have to go loan and pay for that. And I have enough money to afford to pay for a new car and pay that much a month. But I don't have enough to pay for a new car, and then on top of that, the insurance every month.
Yeah.
And it just bothers me that he let my brother always, he always paid for my brother's stuff, and now he's telling me that I have to pay for it.
So do you think that maybe there are things that you could do, but the whole fact that your father is not helping you, but has helped your brother all this time, is making you not want to do it because you don't want to, have to do it? You want to, talk him into helping you and paying for it? Maybe there's things that you could do, but you're not doing because of this?
Yeah,
feeling you have towards him?
And I'm only home for this weekend, so I only have a few days to convince him. But he's kind of he gets mad easily, so I don't even want it gives me anxiety just to even think about bringing it up to talk to him about it.
Yeah.
And then he told my mom the other day that he said I'm not paying for any more than I pay now. So I was thinking, okay, so if I find out what he pays now, and then I find out how much it's going to change if I get a different car, and also the car only has what's called liability on it right now. And if I get a loan, you have to get full coverage. So I have to figure out that price, and then maybe I could pay the difference. But it's just annoying that he helped my brother pay for all of his stuff, and my brother didn't have to get a job, anything. But I have to pay for all of this by myself, not get his help. So it's just really irritating that I have to stress out about this when I actually need a car. It's not just going to go there and sit. I need it to go to these hours. And then if he wants me to get a job, I'm going to need a car to get to my job.
Yeah. I was going to say that, maybe there's a place you could get a job down there. I mean, I don't know the area very well, but I was going to suggest that maybe that would help you be able to pay for it. But obviously you need a car to get there, so I understand that. Do you know why your dad, have you talked to your dad about why why he won't pay for you, but he's paid for both. Like, obviously, you probably, like, called him out on that, you know, most likely. I don't know for sure, but it makes me sound like...
No, I haven't actually called him out on it at all, just because, like I said before, like, he gives me anxiety just to even think about bringing it up, because I know how mad he gets and how irritated he gets with me, like, begging him to do this. But he's known, because before, well, if we go back a few weeks, I just assumed he was going to pay for the insurance. So when I was looking into getting new cars, I didn't even think of that as a factor. I was just thinking about the cost of the car. So I was planning out, looking at vehicles, and he knew I was looking at vehicles for like over a month. And I was like sending him emails of vehicles because he's obviously going to help me like make sure I get a good vehicle, make sure it's going to stay like decent, not break down when I'm 5 hours away. But then my mom and I were talking, and she was like, "Yeah, like, you know, he said he's not going to pay for the insurance, right?" I was like, okay, cool. Like, I just spent like over a month looking for vehicles, thinking he was going to, just because he's always paid for the insurance, and he paid for both. He even paid for my sister's. This was a longer time ago because she's 10 years older, but he paid for hers when she was in school. And I haven't brought it even up to him just because I'm so nervous about talking to him about it.
Yeah. So you're seeing that since he's helped out your siblings, you think that you should also get the same amount of help. And then you mentioned that he said that he wants you to have a nice car and that he would make sure that it works good and it runs well. So at least he's willing to help out for that, you know, give you that support. And you haven't told him that you haven't made aware that you know that he's paid for everyone else. You haven't brought that up to him. Do you think that would change his mind? Or would you really think that that would get him really mad?
I think it might change his mind, but I just have to know the right ways to talk to him so I don't make him more mad. Like, if I mean him just getting in a yelling fight, it's just going to upset him and make him mad and make him definitely not go for it.
Yeah. Do you have anybody, like you talked about your mom, that could help support you in that, maybe help you figure out what to say since she knows him really well, that would maybe help him open up and decide to help you pay for the insurance? Or
I can try and talk to my mom, and I've talked to my brother too. My brother agrees with me that he should have to help me because he helped him for so long. And he agreed with me. So I have people on my side that will support me and say that you should help me because I need it.
Do you have any idea why he won't pay for it? Did he ever like tell you like, well, I'm not going to pay for it because of this so-and-so, or is it just like, no, I'm not, you have to pay for it yourself, like you have no idea why he wouldn't pay for you?
I really don't have any idea because we haven't talked, me and him haven't sat down and talked about it. It's just been like, he says something to my mom, my mom will tell me, and we haven't really,
So we talked about maybe talking to him about it, or you said you had enough money to get a car, but just not enough to pay for it every month, like with the insurance and stuff. But you said maybe that you would help pay for it if he helped pay for it, like maybe half and half or
like
something.
say that because he said he wouldn't pay more than he's paying now. So like let's say he's paying like $100 now, and then with the new car, the insurance would go to like $120. I could pay the extra $20 if he really wanted me to.
Yeah.
I just couldn't afford like say an extra like $50. And I can't afford the whole thing at all.
Yeah.
As long as it's just the difference, I could probably do that. And then depending on what car I get, obviously, depending on how much I get for my other car. And yeah, he's letting me. It's his car that I've been driving now. So, he's letting me trade that in and take the money from that car.
Okay, that's great. So it sounds like you have really good ideas of what you could say to him, and the ideas of how you could help pay for it. Do you think that you could have a sit down with him and talk to him about it and maybe change his mind, or would it have to be like through your mom and through other people?
I think my mom would have to be there to help talk to me about it, like to talk to us about it, and because I know that she agrees with me, so it would be nice to have her there.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to really like start the conversation, and
well, maybe you could just talk about that you're concerned that you're not going to be able to get all of these hours in for your program, like not like try to guilt him into it or anything, but make him really understand that this is for school, and I can't always be relying on your boyfriend's car to use. And it would be helpful when you have other places to go to, like the grocery store and stuff like that. So maybe if you really like started off with being concerned about it, not so much being pushy. Do you think that could work for him? You know, starting off nice and concerned, not pushy.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that would work. So you had talked about your father and the car, and you are sure that your mom is on board with this and
Yes.
supports you. So you think that maybe you could find a job where you live, and you think that you could maintain that job through school.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be too hard.
I have ideas now, and I have enough money as of right now because it's March. It's February.
Mhm.
I have enough money to pay for like the rest of the time I'm at school, and then I'll come back here for a summer job. So I have like if I don't find a job right now, I have enough money to pay for it, and then summertime I'll have my job back here. So I just have to look for a job there next year.
Okay. So you talked about maybe doing that to help out, talking to him. Thought about that too when we talked about that. Maybe some good ways to bring him into it for him to say, yes, I'll help you. So is there anything else you can think of that maybe you could plan to do, or does that sound good? Maybe
I
looking
think
at the
that
job,
sounds good.
talking to him.
Looking at the jobs, telling him my ideas about it,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Yeah, well, good. I'm glad that did this help you feel more confident with talking to him, maybe a little bit more secure about it could happen.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad. I'm good. I'm glad that we can talk about it and
Me too.
help you out. So it was nice to see you, and I hope we can talk again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.